All right, guys, part 2 of Racing Action is coming at you live right now. But before we get started, I got some new stuff up on the LS Nasty store. I got brand new hoodies per your request. Everyone's like, I want No Time hoodies. I want No Time hoodies. You got No Time hoodies. So they are live on the website. You can go and get them now. And then we got our new LS Nasty shirt. If you guys know what's up with this, you guys will know. We'll call it on the website, call it like the Shredder. Is that what we said we call it? The Shredder shirt?
Yeah.
It looks like a very similar popular shirt, but I think it's badass. So you got your LS Nasty Racing shirt, and you got your brand new No Time shirt. They are awesome. They're out right now, so you can go to lsnasty.com and get entered to win. Each item is an entry to win. We got socks. Oh, look at that. Pow. LS Nasty socks. I'm wearing them. Literally the most comfortable socks I own. And I'm not just saying that because they're my socks. They're actually like awesome socks. I mean, if they weren't so tight, they'd go flying off. They'd knock your socks right off. But anyways, oh, new shirt coming this Friday as well. I got another one, so I'm trying to keep you guys loaded up with a bunch of brand new merchandise. The past collection stuff I think is about out right now because you guys have been killing it. But go and get your entries. Go to lsnasty.com. Every item is an entry to win my turbo Mustang, Holley EFI, Strange Engineering 88. It's been 570s, 123 miles an hour. I mean, what more can you want? It's literally the Eye Poker 3000, plus you get some badass merch, and enjoy today's racing content.
Yeah, tire pressure.
Just keep an eye on him, because if he goes back around there, we need
to. Just another A to B pass, right?
Yeah.
Turn up a little bit?
We put a little bit more in it.
No? Left it the same?
Turn up shit. I'll make you do the same thing over and over and over again until you're comfortable.
I'm not going to be mad about it. That felt good. I could have done some stuff better.
Hey, practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah, like throwing the parachute and not running like 1,000 feet, you know. They said I was way past the finish line.
The goal for today is to keep them comfortable in the car and just make sure, you know, kind of get back in the groove of things. After you hit a wall, I mean,
What are we doing here?
So we got a pretty spicy tune-up in it. The ramp's substantially different than a typical ramp, so we're gonna try to do a little bit different strategy, see how it works, and hopefully it will produce a extremely fast 330 if we can get the car to sit down.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go. Let's go O's. So we lowered the car 1 inch, so that gained us 1 inch of extension. Right now the car doesn't have quite as much extension as I would like, so I'm trying to get the chassis set up and the power management to where we can maximize our travel that we have. If I had more travel, I would feel a lot more comfortable with trying to really get after it, because we can drive the front end down a lot harder. So we took a little bit of travel out of the front, same settings on the rear, and just substantially different target and ramp than we would normally run. So we'll see how it does. If not, we're trying to have them back up. We'll de-spice it a little bit and then send them on out again.
Now we're talking.
One Mustang up, take to the back.
Just about to fly.
I don't know, we'll see.
Don't say that to me!
If it knocks the tires off,
Back up.
back up. And also make sure you hold it in to the end of the track.
Okay.
So he just sprayed it. He's spraying it pretty heavy. It'll probably be like 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll be good. Logan, I tried to do them half in, half out of the groove. You try to make sure it's like to the right, but just laser straight.
Yeah, 40 foot.
Yeah. Yep.
You go to the
I want to see what it is.
We had it all in there.
I know, don't take nothing out, try it again. Right
You
there.
want to try it like that?
Yeah, scoop right over it a little bit. All right. I got an X right here, but I don't want to put that tire in.
You're too long?
Hey, shoot's good.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. I hope I didn't mash an oil pan. I hate doing that.
No bueno.
No, we're gonna have to try something else.
No VPS can stop that wheelie.
No.
I tried to catch it. You hear me trying to catch it?
With the middle of the car, somewhere.
God, look at that light though. I swear to God, I closed my eyes and just let go of the button.
Well, it went. I'm surprised. I was really like
After
the first hit.
After
I was
it
like,
knocks
this is the was gonna go.
No, you're neutral.
Yeah, I know.
Are your butt cheeks imprinted in that curve key?
No, when it came up, I was like, don't slam it down, and then like and then I thought it was coming down, and it went right back up, and then I was like, and then it's like pow, and I'm like, fuck.
You had the box fighting you too.
What?
The VPS was.
It was trying to pull.
It was not in your situation where you were trying to pedal it. It was not helping you.
No, because it was pulling power
If
out.
you were to the wood, it would be helping you.
If I went to the wood, it would have rolled over backwards.
Well, yeah, exactly.
There you
If
go.
it had been less of a less powerful attack.
Oh my God, dude.
Jesus.
The scavenge pump hit the ground. I think the turbo flange hit the ground.
Oh, it sent some sparks out.
Yeah,
Fine.
we'll put it up on the stands and see what we got.
Hmm.
I think it'll be all right. But we'll try something different. Might try not stand it up on its
Not
head
what
so
I was
hard.
going for there. I was not going. Honestly, when I'm sitting in there, and I did not expect it to wheelie like that. Well, that's the first time this car's ever wheelied. It doesn't have VPS on it.
I thought
but,
it
like,
was.
the VPS works within reason. Like we put a tune-up in that thing that
I
literally
thought it was gonna spin before it did
the
that.
track moved like a foot backwards.
That was crazy.
VPS is perfect for when you're out and it's hot and you're going down the track great, and you put a little bit spicier tune-up in it, and the sun goes down and it gets really good, and you're like, oh, it ain't go wheelie, and it goes out there and it tries to, it'll.
We also didn't tune on the VPS much. Like we just had like a basic.
Correct.
However,
However, it would have been in the top cell there, so we would have had a total ignition timing of like 9 degrees.
Yeah.
So I feel like if 9
wanna
degrees ain't gonna cut it.
I want to see what it made boost wise. So what we did was we took the boost ramp out of it, and we literally said trans brake boost, and then the rest of the boost, and then the turbo is gonna have a natural boost curve. We were trying to see where that was
I don't know
at.
if it had too much, because I mean, hell, you were in the air almost off the line, so
God, dog.
you were pedaling it the whole
I
time.
hope nothing's messed up.
I think we'll be all right.
All right, I think it's fine.
Everybody thinks they're going to be able to catch that one and just go, and set it down nice and
In your
narrow.
head. You're like, ow, my
Literally,
neck.
I looked underneath it on the big end. The scavenge pump has just like rubber hanging off of it. I'm like,
It's good for it.
Dude, that thing, I felt like I was shot out of a cannon. Like, Tommy's like, no, leave it just like that, try it again. And I'm like, dude, no way. Let me let go. Holy shit.
When you get the data, I'm guessing.
Well, he knew where he needed to be though.
I'll never.
He was like, go right here.
I'll never financially recover from that. Yeah, Tommy's no joke. He's like, put it right here. I put an X there.
He threw an X in there.
Tommy's like, gotcha, bitch.
He's the neck breaker. That's his new name.
Oh my God.
A little spicy, but we'll look at the data. And I
He
think
said
that
he
we're
goes
getting
right.
pretty close to where we can either use a timing retard or maybe change the ramp. But I'm thinking we'll probably use a timing retard since that's a lot more consistent than trying to modulate the boost.
God, dog. I want to see the log on what it made. How quick? I think I had to pedal it too early though. Hold on. Is everything? Let's put it up on Pro Jacks for sure. Why'd I lift? Dude, I banged the V band there, didn't I?
No.
Look at those scavenge folds.
Look at you looking for excuses to not race this car again. I broke this, didn't I? I had to.
The lower control arms hit before.
Don't put me back in this damn car.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. There's the track.
I was just gonna say the lower control arms are gonna hit before the pan.
It's all right. This is why we put our oil pans above the frame rail. I say that the oil pan smash.
3-0? What was pitch though? So where was pitch at?
God, that was rowdy. I wasn't ready for that. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
lie.
We had to fix your neck when we got down there.
It was like, all right.
Yeah.
That thing was. I mean, what do you do? What do you hang weight off the front of it? Here, set your computer on the roof and talk.
27, 25 were heavy enough.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll ride on the front though.
You think the shock's too tight?
I'd lose them like 3/10.
All right, same tune-up. Let's loosen the shocks up.
I like that style. Man, it's a good attitude. All
God,
right.
I want this thing to fly. Damn.
You just flew.
I lost complete sight of the racetrack.
I was waiting for the bumper.
You're always the one that says never lift until you
see that?
scoreboards.
You know, you can't
say scoreboards. You always tell me that. You always tell me that.
I literally did exactly what I tell you. I'm not gonna tell you to do anything I don't do.
I'll give you that because I was ready. I was like, all right, you need to go ahead and lift now. It's not coming down. And then you're like, bam, and you're like, let me go up there again. Why?
Let's make sure I saw it. I think I saw it.
Let me
Yep,
make sure I
that's
got
this
all
guy.
the way to the top.
He was like, actually, I'm not sure.
It
if I
went
got
106 on the back tires. That video y'all sent me?
I thought the second go round was going to rip the bumper off. I really did.
back bumper?
Yeah.
They didn't get him that high. Yes, it did.
Yes.
I just thought you were gonna crease your seat.
You gonna pitch that sucker right down the middle.
We'll actually loosen the shocks up some, try to get some more extension, because if it's into a situation where it doesn't have enough extension and it's got a lot of power in it, it will wheelie like that. There's two things that cause the wheelie. If there's the shock's too tight, and also when the shock tops out. So right now we're trying to find that fine line between it's loose enough where we get the extension, but it doesn't top it out too much. Right there is a totally different strategy than we've been running on the timing and the boost ramp and everything. So I think it's going to go really fast. We just got to fine tune it, get it to where it'll stay down.
15 pounds air in the tire.
15. We're also going to go up a quarter pound of pressure on the tire because we're hitting the tire pretty hard. So That's all the things that change the tune-up. You know, your tire pressure will change, your shock settings will change. You know, the shock, if you looked at a shock dyno chart, you would see that as shock velocity goes up, the resistance on the shock also does, even if you don't change the adjuster. So where we hit it with that much, we got into a situation where it was, the velocity was where it pulled too much out of the shock. So we need to loosen it up to get more extension. We're gonna try it and see what happens. The VPS did not catch it because the pitch angle was up, but the rear extension wasn't there to trigger the VPS to do on the wheelie control. So now it's gonna, whenever it comes up, the extension table is a little bit lower, and then we'll start.
Going down the racetrack.
He just did a burnout.
I know. It did not sound like it was going down the racetrack.
It sounded horrible.
Got a CVT.
They're gonna drag the track before we make a hit, and I mean, if it sticks,
It'll move.
yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, regardless, we went a personal best earlier. I know it's got a lot more left in it. I mean, we're skipping like the middle. We're going for the home run.
Yeah. So we could go make really small adjustments, but we don't have a whole lot of time. So you know, we'll try to get my best guess at it. I think it was close before. It just didn't have the travel in it. So now, hopefully, it'll have the travel. The shocks are getting close to where they're full loose, so we might run out of shock adjustment. So then the shocks have to be revalved.
And Ben did make a bet yesterday or the day before in the shop. He said if it goes a .98 60 foot, that he will suck Logan's toes in the pits.
Where's Logan? Logan's getting them ready.
Ben, are you worried at this point in time?
I'm not worried.
No, I think Ben's
I think it's this weight, and I think this power level, this weight, this track today, good air, good track, everything. I think it would be
it'd have to be.
unreal impressive to go a 101 or a 10 flat.
Hey,
What if it goes a .98 and we come back
can we
and
just
like
stick somebody at the 60 foot and trip the beams?
Are you just gonna lick them?
no,
It's got to be a .989.
any 9.8 anything,
That's the whole tip.
and then I'm gonna have like a minute-long clip of Ben just sucking Logan's toes
Hey,
in the pits.
we're just gonna.
So
We're
at
gonna
989 he sucks toes, 990 is nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. He's gonna tickle him.
No.
This 2,700-pound car, I ain't worried.
Hey, there's
Look at
heavier
Logan.
cars that go faster.
Look at Logan's out there working up a sweat on his toes.
Oh, I forgot the headset.
Hey, Matt.
What, 102?
Yeah.
Where's the ticket?
Right here?
438.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker sound like the fucking 7-speed concern.
Oh yeah. 102 60 foot.
Oh, 432, my bad.
432. That was just, you can see it's all in the 330. The thing was like, we actually put a Linko in it between rounds. But I mean, dude, 102 60 foot.
That's good. It didn't even, honestly, to me, it didn't look like it left that hard.
I knew it wasn't that fast because I could feel it pulling that time. And drove a little bit right that time, huh? Where's I pointed there?
Right, just to see.
Yeah. There ain't no telling. I mean, I might have pulled off the TPS. I'm just pissed we got to pull this front end off again. This front end.
No, we're just gonna cut a hole to fill up the fuel and one for the vacuum.
I mean,
Two
I'm
holes.
happy with that. I mean, It's literally, that's a bottom 30.
It's not as fast as earlier, but
It's not as fast as earlier.
That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to
Yeah.
split the difference. You
Yeah.
got to go high. That was the pass before. You got to go low. This was
If
now.
we can just get the, I mean, so we made the VPS a little bit more aggressive to fight the wheelie so we can get down, because we did change a little bit up top. So it goes a little bit faster than 6
Make it where it
foot.
does a little bit less correction, huh?
Yeah, so we're just going to pull it back, and when the VPS is pulling timing so it doesn't wheelie, that's literally horsepower. So it's just, you got to find the happy medium between allowing it to do what it needs to do and making sure it doesn't start pulling time when it doesn't need to. But you could tell, I mean, it was dangling the front end the entire time. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. What do you think? Do we try again or no?
yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think.
One more?
If he'll see, you got to go high, got to go low. Now he can hit that VPS timing table right in the middle.
I
Yeah.
think it's been so sunny too, the track will stay warm for a while.
Yeah.
So
He said it'll hold it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
All right, we'll turn this thing around quick. We'll make another one.
oh yeah.
And I think Forrest is about to make a hit.
Yeah, he is.
Matt rescaled the VPS stuff a little bit. What you guys saw in the last pass was it kind of porpoising a little bit, going, and that was the VPS. We made an adjustment on the VPS because it did not like it the first. Well, it didn't. That didn't like it. We pretty much ran through it.
The shocks, so the shocks were too tight and it caused the VPS to get in an area where it's usually not. So I scaled it down and I aired toward the more
Safe
aggressive side. And now we've scaled it back up, loosened the shocks. The shocks currently are at full loose. So
Most people wouldn't. We just went a 102 60 foot. Most people wouldn't think.
yeah,
that
you get a lot of people that just tell you it just
like,
can't be
oh,
done.
you're going faster than 6 foot. You need to tighten up your shocks. Like, we've literally been loosening our shocks the entire time, going faster than 6 foot. So this car. This car literally weighs 27.25 with me in the car. Just went a 102 60 foot.
What was the extension difference between the what was it, 1.2 versus this last pass?
The wheelie?
Yeah, it's about half an inch. I wish I could get more extension. The car's limited. We're gonna do some reworking, so send the shocks off, be revalved. There's a lot of things that people usually follow traditionally, and I don't like to do that. Some people, I've had a lot of people tell me it doesn't work and that I'm doing it wrong and that it's not the right way, but I guess when you produce results, is it really the wrong way? Just because somebody's been doing something for so long doesn't mean it's the right way. They used to say that you couldn't run a high compression motor and a boosted motor, so it had to be 8-to-1 compression. Now we're out here 12.5-to-1, 13-to-1. So always got to innovate, think outside the box.
And I mean, all we're doing is we're making a pass, we're looking at the data, we're making an adjustment, we're trying it again, and I mean that we're literally testing. Like, we are out here like trying new things. I'm sure you guys heard it acts a little bit different on the two-step, it's a little bit more rowdy on the two-step, different launch strategy, as you would call it.
Yep. So I got a kind of a custom launch strategy I do in the advanced tables. It's a little bit different than other people typically do. It works pretty well. You can target a lot of power. Right now, I think we're going to be leaving on 17 or 18 pounds. So just doing a lot of things that don't work, and we're going to go fast like that.
Keep testing. I love to test. Testing.
Where's your crown?
Where what? My crown? I got a trophy, not a crown. So.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go make a pass. Forrest, we're gonna make a pass real quick. Then you're gonna make a pass.
You can go up there with us, and I'm just gonna go back and get you, then go back and get him.
Okay, perfect. We'll go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll run one. I'll make sure the track's good for you.
Well, you're losing temp fast, and you need to track a lot more than I
So
do.
we're gonna go make a quick pass here.
Good spot be right behind the bleachers. That way you can see what's going on.
Boy, yeah,
You
like,
ready?
this air is getting colder.
It's boost weather.
Negative 932 water grains. DA is negative 10,000. Honestly, like 4 pounds of boost make 2,000 horsepower. I mean,
Basically like MIR.
yeah, it's that simple. It's just like, yeah, we need to go to one of those tracks when they got the ridiculous DA and all that.
Hey,
set
Hail
records.
Mary Derby.
Hail Mary.
It's simple math, really.
It'll be like negative 2,700 up there.
Like, the car is just sitting here and it's going fast.
Yeah, exactly.
See that street car pull up right there?
That is a street car.
That's ridiculous. That's honestly.
He keeps the battery charger in the back when he goes to Dairy Queen.
That's honestly ridiculous.
Like I might have Brazzel.
Your turn signal, your corner's wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't care if the battery dies as long as I look good.
He keeps that thing on him.
Hey, can you flip the switch for the red lights? Wait, hold on, look at this.
We put the hater lights on.
Look at this, the header lights. Oh.
Man.
That's the hater light right there.
Dang it, boy.
They're like, oh shit, it's got a big turbo.
That thing, is that nitrous car?
Yeah.
I think it's Pro Charge.
Yeah, it looks nitrous, right?
I see a Pro Charger.
It looks nitrous-ish.
You ready? What we gonna do here?
Our boy Tommy is prepping the track, putting the glue on it. I'm excited. It's rescale that VPS. I mean, we're tuning on it. It's going fast. I mean, we've been 430s the past 430s or better like the past 6 passes.
We're about to hit it over the head.
What's that?
So we're gonna hit it over the head right here.
We don't have much more in it up top. We're just trying to get that 330 down. 60 foot was a PB, last one, 102.
It would have hit it over the head if the VPS wouldn't have.
Yep. So we're chipping away. We're learning in pieces, and when we put it all together, it should really fly. So I know our overall goal is to get that hydraulic roller record. That's over in Australia right now. That we got to go faster than an 18. We've been at 27 on 26 pounds of boost. A lot more left in it. This turbo on this motor has made 38 before, so we're trying to get that front half right before we just pour the coil chute out the back.
It'd be nice if we weighed 2,200 like they
Yeah,
did.
and we're not a pro. Everyone, I don't know why everyone thinks it's a pro mod.
That car is legit a pro mod. It's a 2,200 pound car.
Yeah, no, it was a pro mod with like a hydraulic roller LS with a 107 on it. So
Smaller
it's literally
turbo,
a whole different class.
Smaller turbo, heavier car.
Yeah. So we're working with what we got. Well, we got a badass team. We got a bunch of great people behind us and helping us, and a bunch of great companies helping us as well. So I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's what I like to hear.
Now, if I could just not get this thing to fog up, it's gonna be tough, dude.
Stop breathing through your mouth.
Yeah, stop being a mouth breather.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's bad. I can't see you at all. Lift it up.
Yeah, I might have to go with it up. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. I got some spray. I forgot to spray it. It's all right.
Wow, rookie hour. $35?
Yeah.
What was the 60?
104.
Dude, it looked like it flew that time.
Where's time stuff?
It was 35.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm let's put it in the box. God dang, you see that light?
What?
Look at the light. 001 on the light.
How do you guess that, Will?
That's a good guess.
How do you guess?
That's a good
Do you close your eyes like Phil does?
If I go 330 feet, Logan's gonna come undone.
Yeah, what?
Huh? Yeah. All right, last pass. If I go 330 feet and lift, Logan is going to lose his mind. Look at that man. Logan, how do you feel about 330 hit? Look at him.
Then I will punch you right in the dome.
Why do you get so mad over a 330 hit?
Because this is like great air and just 330s for during the daytime.
330 hit right now.
All right, so this will probably be the last pass of the day. Track temps, you know, it's like 78, so it's not terrible. It's a little bit lower than I would want to really make a good hit, but it's still good. They're going to drag it and spray it, so hopefully get a little bit more temperature in it. We haven't made that many changes, just trying to really dial in the wheelie control, because with the extension where it is now, like we talked in a previous video, how we do the VPS off of the extension and the pitch. It's just getting both of those dialed in, because right now it's pulling about 25 degrees of timing out in the 60 foot to control the wheelie, but it's not really wheelieing that bad. So now we need to get to where I'd like it to where the front end was about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. It's pulling the minimum amount of timing out of it. So hopefully this pass, you know, we're full loose on the shock, so I would like to see some more extension. We can't get it, so that's some do
you think it'll extend without topping it out, or
it parallel 4-link car will always top it out unless your shocks are just unbelievably tight. So this car, it tops them out, but it tops them out like 1.3 out. I would like to see more. That's where I'd like to see more travel, and then a looser shock to where we had a little bit more extension to drive the front end down. So the front needs to be revalved. We just need to make some chassis changes. The converter is really not happy right now with this this different strategy where we're making a lot more power in the 60 foot. So right now it's you know, I can throw more at it, but it's just going to be absorbed into the converter, and it's just going to create more heat. So converter, you kind of think of it as a clutch sometimes. Like you got a clutch and you slip the clutch, it's just going to continually slip. You know, same thing with the converter. So we're probably need to make a stator change. I don't know what stator's in it now, but I think probably not before the next race, because it's already doing pretty good. But you know, in the future, if we really want to start chipping away at it, stator change, get the extension that we need in the rear, revalve the shocks, and a few other odds and ends, and she'll be flying.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Hopefully it doesn't wheelie too bad. We calmed the VPS down a little bit, so it doesn't have as much authority to try to control the wheelie. So I'm hoping that it's going to be, you know, 5 or 6 inches off the ground, and you know, carry it out however far it needs to. That would be ideal. So we'll see what happens.
Tell Johnny better not chicken foot.
Yeah, no chicken footing.
You heard that?
What?
Don't chicken foot.
I'm trying.
What?
What? They drug and sprayed the whole track.
All right, should be good. Yeah, my intentions are never to chicken foot. It's the issue with the foot.
Yeah. So John better be careful, because I'll put a drive-by-wire throttle body on it, and he won't have any control of the throttle. It'll just be, he'll come off the throttle and it'll still be there.
I put the front end on, but
Yeah, no.
that's what I was
Wow, it looks so much better than it did when we pushed it off the racetrack. What? I gotta get the shadow out the way. Logan, did you get too excited there?
No, I wish I knew who did get excited.
What happened? I think I forgot to press record. Logan, what happened? We're cleaning up a mess here. 105 6 foot, and I cut it off on him.
106.
105, sorry.
105. This thing was sitting down in here, I guess, when he took off, and John probably made it 10 foot, and he had a little creamer up here.
A what?
A little bit of a creamer.
Oh, sorry, what?
A creamer.
Hey, look how much oil's in this. Let's see. It's like
it's not strong enough.
It's not wet enough yet, but
That's what she said.
So pretty much what happened was
slight gusher.
Click the button and it just sprayed oil everywhere, all up in the firewall, all up in the door. It's inside the car. Matt's gonna look at. I said to Matt before. I said to you before we actually left. I thought it was idling a little bit low. I think that's completely unrelated.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's nothing related to that.
It was fat and lazy.
Air temperature. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that and see what was causing in the required fuel if it was changing, but.